Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Eddie here and welcome back to The Experience. And as you guys can see by this blue box, we have another Undefeated and Nike collaboration. But before we get into that, make sure that you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. So what we got right here is the third and final Dunk vs Air Force One collaboration with Nike and Undefeated. And more specifically, this is following the concept of the 5 on it with the black colorway. Obviously, you guys know I did the 2 previous Dunk vs Air Force One collaborations, so I'm gonna skip the whole details of the box other than showing you guys this beautiful title at the top. So as you can see right here, it says Dunk vs Air Force One, but I'm not gonna go into all of the box details. So we're gonna go straight into the sticker details and the retail price, and then after that, we'll go straight into the sneaker review. On the label right here, guys, it says Nike Dunk Low SP, and the colorway shown is black, noir, and of course, my true to size in Dunks is size 8.5, and the suggested retail shown on this box is $120. So now just opening the lid and getting right into it, we have our standard Dunk vs Air Force One tissue paper right here. And then we have our clear wax white tissue paper right there. And finally, we have the star of this video right here, which is the black colorway of the 5 on it, man. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this colorway is super clean, man. So let's just get right into the history and the details of the shoe. All right, y'all, so getting into the history of this shoe, this model, as well as the previous blue and purple model, has the 5 on it concept. However, the first Undefeated Dunk that came out this year actually did not follow that 5 on it concept. And I think that's due to the fact that the Canteen Dunk was actually inspired by the Inside Out Canteen Air Force One that came out in 2006. So again, the 5 on it concept has multiple meanings in my opinion. And of course, if you guys know the song I Got 5 on it, as well as the fact that if you're chilling with some of your friends and they say I got 5 on it, you already know what that means. However, with Undefeated, I think they have more meaningful ideologies around the 5 on it concept. So when you look at the Undefeated logo, you can actually see that it has 5 tally marks on it, which obviously follows that concept. And for this model and the previous blue and purple model, it actually was made with 5 different materials, which is really the most meaningful part of the Undefeated 5 on it concept. So that's just the history of the shoe right there. So let's just get right into the details of the shoe. Now, looking at the details of the shoe, you guys can clearly see that we have an all black upper. And to be fair, this is probably one of the most outfit friendly dunks that they've released so far. The brown one was pretty outfit friendly, and the blue one I think is probably the hardest to pull off if you don't know how to swag it out. But the black is the safest in my opinion, and it's really nice, and the details as well as the quality of the shoe is really nice in my opinion. So let's start with the toe box. So as you guys can see by the toe box, we have all of these perforated holes in this kind of suede material. Then when looking at the mud guard, we have some more suede details right there. Then when we go onto the lateral side, you guys can see more of the perforated holes right there. And then when we go onto the Nike check right here, you can see we have this kind of horsehair fur, which is a really cool detail. Next, when we go into the black heel area, you can see that Undefeated tally mark again, as well as the suede covering it. Then when we go on to the actual heel tab right here, we have a kind of suede Nike heel tab, as well as this kind of mesh material right there. And what's really interesting to me about this shoe is that when you go onto the medial side, instead of having that fur Nike check, we actually have this kind of leather Nike check here. And what's really interesting about this leather Nike check is that if you actually look closer to it, we kind of have these debossed bumps, which really reminds me of that kind of alligator material that was on the Maury sneakers. If you guys are from NYC, you definitely know what the Maury sneakers are. So that's kind of what this material looks like. Then when we look at the quarter panel, the same thing follows suit like on the lateral side, so we can just go straight into the tongue. So now going on to the tongue right here, we have our fat Nike Dunk laces. And then when we actually look at the material of the tongue, we have that kind of mesh material, as well as on the tongue tab, we have our Undefeated tally marks right there. And then when you actually look at the insole of the shoe, it has that Dunk vs Air Force One logo right there. However, it's covered by the sticker which says, this shoe contains real fur and the fur type is dyed adult bovine fur and the fur origin is in Brazil. And then it shows the Nike headquarters address, which is Nike Inc., 1 Boverman Drive, Beaverton, Origin 97005. So we also get an extra pair of flat black laces right here. And then obviously on the shoe, we have our fat Dunk laces right there. And then finally, before we conclude, we have an all black midsole. And then we actually have this beautiful translucent icy blue outsole, which makes the shoe pop a lot. So when we turn out onto the outsole now, you can see that it's still icy blue. However, because of the fact that the shoe is all black, it kind of gives it this beautiful pop to it. I can't even explain it, but you guys can see that it has a lot of blues and blacks within the outsole, and I think that's a really cool detail of the shoe. And of course, if you guys know me, you know I love that beautiful herringbone traction right there, man, as well as that beautiful Nike logo right there. And other than that, y'all, that's pretty much going to conclude all the details as well as the history of the shoe. So stay tuned for this on for look, alright? Alright, y'all, so that's gonna conclude the overall review as well as the on-foot look. And other than that, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Make sure to smash that like button. And if you see anything that you like throughout the video, or if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. And other than that, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.